Welcome to Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus. We are in historic Gallagher Arena in Stillwater, Oklahoma for tonight's duel. The Little Rock Trojans come in to challenge number 3 Oklahoma State. Hello, everyone. I'm Jay Diamond, along with my broadcast partner and 7th-ranked Troy Spratley, NCAA runner-up last year. He goes against Tyson Roach of Little Rock. Roach comes in, he's a sophomore. He's 6-10 for the season from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Spratley, the redshirt junior from Eufaula, 10-2 on this season. And we are about ready to start. A little bit different look in the singlets for the Cowboys tonight.
A little bit different look tonight, Jay. Obviously, we just had the N7 dancers out here performing right before the duel got started. This is a collection, supports the N7 Fund to provide sport and physical activity programming to kids in Native American and indigenous cultures through sport, style, and community.
Great dancing in the preliminaries tonight. Just always love it. The colors are tremendous. And by the way, don't ever call those Indian costumes. Those are official regalia for powwows and the dancing. It's brilliant. Spratley trying to turn almost on his own back. Still fighting, trying to turn over. Finally slips behind for the 3. Dangerous move.
Well, he's going out spark plug. They call him spark plug for a reason. Went out after that mixer a couple of times, got caught on the second one, was able to end up getting behind Roach and scoring that first 3 points.
So 3-0 Spratley in the opening minute, opening 40 seconds actually of this one. And you know, Hardell nationally, 133 and 125 are both going to be really tough weights. I mean, last year, you know, Spratley won almost all the tight matches, got in the finals, barely lost there, and it's going to be that way again, I think. There's just, at 25 and 33, there's just so many, a lot of one-point matches and overtime matches.
Yeah, that's, you know, obviously these coaches preach that, and these wrestlers know it, man. Getting a takedown is crucial. We talk about it all the time. I also see Spratley's out here with the tights as well. I think Vega's kind of rubbing off on a lot of the squad, giving a little sunny side flavor, should I say.
So, still 3-0, opening minute. Just now are we in 1 minute deep in this one. And naturally, Oklahoma State, the heavy favorite here.
Spratley was pretty close to get some swipes right there on Roach. Was able to defend in that little kind of a sub back to a claw area. Got that wing now, wing and wrist.
A little bit later, we'll give you a little more insight on Neil Arisman, the Little Rock coach, of course, a former Cowboy and actually Big 12 champion in 2011.
He's got that one right there.
There we go, getting a count, got 2, 3, 4, I believe. Yep, signals 4.
He did a really good job getting a little bit more elbow deep there on Roach's left side. Getting 4 swipes, increase that lead.
And they're off the mat, the hold is broken, so now the 4 points are put up.
Yeah. There's that replay here on Spratley with that turn there. Little wing there, got the wrist, reinforced, brings it back, elevates that bottom leg of Roach, ends up getting 4 swipes there.
7-0 the lead, and already 1:26 riding time as they resume with 1:11 to go in the first.
Spratley's been committed to the ride, but also turns. There he goes again. That's his position right there.
1 minute remaining, period 1.
You know, you guys probably watching that at home, man. Doesn't look like much. That's a tight ride. Good tight waist, good claw. Everything stays tight and compact. Knees are pinched together, so Roach can't kick out of that position. And he's been doing it forever. So he's pretty comfortable there, needless to say.
Tough with the cross face, and we get a tight waist. He loves to do a little wrist lock and across the waist and roll through for the tilt. A near fall, as we should say in college wrestling. To his feet is Roach, but can't get away. Still down with 22 seconds left in the first. 7-0 riding time, more than 2 minutes now. So Spratley fully in control. And again, a lot of these Little Rock wrestlers in the lineup are inexperienced. It's a young team, and they've had to fill in with some injuries. We'll deal with that a little bit later. We'll give you a little more background on the Trojans program as Spratley rides it out. 7-0 after 1. Spratley's choice chooses bottom. we mentioned Neil Arisman, 2011 Big 12 champ for Oklahoma State. This is a reunion of the former Oklahoma State 157-pounders. Assistant to Neil Arisman is Albert White, wrestles 157 here. And over on the Cowboys bench, Kevin Ward, 157-pounder at Oklahoma State, is an assistant coach. So you got a good trio of 157-pounders.
A lot of them in the building.
Spratley with a quick escape, up 8-0.
And obviously we just seen Pat Smith walk by a little bit ago as well. Nice.
He was a decent 158.
He was all right, Jay. He was all right.
Spratley in there for 3. It's 11-0. This is starting to look very much like a Tech fall. Gives up the escape to make it 11-1. Not so much as escape as being let out on parole. Probably be reincarcerated soon the way it's going. And no disrespect to Roach, but Spratley's got it going right now.
Little throw by action right to that leg. Good athletic position. Getting that 3-point takedown.
Good shot by Roach. Spratley, though, counters, comes in and right to the middle for 3. Yes, so it's 14-1. He could release him and try to get another takedown to end it, or work for the fall. I hope he works for the fall, because too many wrestlers, to me, Hardell, they get it big and they just keep takedown, let them get a tech fall. They don't even try for a pin. To me, you should try to get that fall if you can.
Yeah, he's been working on that fall for sure. So,
he has.
You know, I'm pretty sure he may stay committed to it. But to each its own, man. Whether it's a tech fall pin, depending on what you can get, putting them points on the board is key.
Half thrown in on the left side by Spratley. Now that's broken. 32 seconds left in the second. 14-1 on the board. Of course, even a 2-point near fall would end it. Let's see what the strategy is here.
I think he's going to commit on top. He was looking at the clock real quick to see where it was at. Short little time.
Let's see go. So 14-2, 12 seconds left. Can he get another takedown, which would end it if he does? 17-2, but only 5 seconds left. Spratley working for the corner. Nope, didn't quite get it. 14-2, and it'll be Roach's choice.
Roach's going to stay on his feet.
He's going to stay up in neutral, so you would expect Spratley to go after that takedown. Roach fired a real good shot in that second period.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go, and boom, that's it. So, in 5 minutes and 7 seconds, the tech fall 17-2 for Troy Spratley. 5:07, Oklahoma State takes a 5-0 lead in the duel.
Here's that last takedown by Spratley. Nice little misdirection there. End up ducking that side there on Roach.
So, we got 133 coming up. Oklahoma State using a different face tonight. Stay with us on He Goes against Dillon Cooper. And Dillon Cooper is 3-9 on the year, and Ronnie Ramirez from Ontario, California, freshman 6-3. Now this is Ramirez's 5th official date this year. So if he does not wrestle again, he could still redshirt if the Cowboys decide to do that and have Jack Forrest wrestle the rest of the season. Don't know about that yet. We'll know here in a week or two.
I really like that fight, that new rule there, man. Gives these guys a chance to go experience, make weight, get reps in, learn, you know, while they're taking that redshirt year. Nice.
Quick takedown by Ramirez. 3-0.
Takedown, Ramirez.
Big lift. Oh, big lift.
I was afraid he was going to get on his head for a minute, you know, land badly, but he didn't. It was a very firm mat return.
Oh, yeah.
That.
No doubt. No doubt.
Escape 3-1. Ramirez right back in on the leg, single to a double.
That was a very, very nice sequence there. Got the leg out of the way, went to the single, missed the single, came back the other direction. Very, very slick by Ramirez.
Tight waist on the right side, trying to roll Cooper then, but couldn't get it done.
1 point Campbell.
There's the escape to make
We're
it
in the neutral
6-2.
position.
A lot of ooze on that one. That was a slick one right there. That was an ooze.
Ronnie Ramirez.
Another takedown, 9-2 already.
Very nice duck there by Ramirez.
Cooper's a sophomore from Leawood, Kansas. So 9-2 on the board already, and riding time is about to hit a minute. 1:25 left in the period. We mentioned about Little Rock. Of course, they've got two-time All-American Stephen Little still out, 197-pounder. In the portal, they lost Jordan Williams, who used to be here at Oklahoma State, and also Nasir Bailey, an All-American, transferred out in the portal. They've had a couple of other injuries, so Neil Arisman has been. They've been playing with a shorthanded lineup. We'll say that they could have a really solid team with all those other guys back.
I really like what Neil said while we had a chance to talk to him before the duel. Right, they're young, but they got to grow up. Right, like that's a part of being a D1 athlete and getting out here and scrapping. So it was good. Nice little low level again by Ramirez.
Right back and forth takedown in the period. 12-3. Cooper's had no answer for the attack by Ramirez so far.
He's kind of hitting on all cylinders right now, where it's ducks, low levels, counter offense. Still 45 seconds left here in this first period. He's already at a minute 35 of ride time.
And he releases him, so 12-4 with the escape, and on the leg again is Ramirez on the right leg, trip down, 3 more, 15-4, 5 takedowns, still 30 seconds left. Man, 15-4, and of course a 4-point near fall within this one, or a pin.
He's going to reach back and try to grab that foot. He's got it. Trying to base up there a little bit.
Looks at the clock, Ramirez does, to say, well, do I have time to get a turn in here? Only 10 seconds left. Ooh, there's a count. And 4, and that's going to end it. If he doesn't pin it, it's going to end it either way you go. And a technical fall in 3 minutes, 19-4.
Ramirez just letting it fly. Once again, somebody else with tights. Like I said, Vega, the Vega swag is coming into effect.
Technical fall, 19-4, 3 minutes for Ronnie Ramirez.
Just solid performance from Ramirez from Jump Street.
Well, we'll be back at 141, unbeaten. And up to that challenge will be Brennan Van Hoecke. He's from Fort Myers, Florida, redshirt junior, 8-8 on the year. And Vega, true freshman from Tucson, Arizona, is 12-0, ranked second nationally. And we talked about Coach Neil Arisman earlier, said, and I know at 133, people are going to say, well, does that mean they're saving Jax for us so he can redshirt? We don't know yet. He still has one more date. He can wrestle either against Virginia Tech or Iowa and not redshirt. Ramirez has his 5. Of course, you could use somebody else at that weight in a duel if you had to, but we'll see how that plays out next week at Virginia Tech when Oklahoma State travels after a week from Sunday. So Vega, I've started calling this guy Houdini because he gets in scrambles where you're just sure he is going to be taken down. Somehow he ends up on top. He is a superb scrambler.
Took that shot right off the whistle.
2-on-1 by Vega. Now they break away back to the center. A little head snap by Vega. That's not there. Good job by Van Hoecke saying nope. Not going to fall for it.
That's where Vega's really good when he gets to those elbows. Now he's going a little 2-on-1.
2-on-1 again. Yeah, second time he's applied that. You see where he goes with it. Pass by perhaps, or you never know off a 2-on-1, do you? There's a variety of things you can do off that. We used to call it, of course, years ago, the Russian 2-on-1 because it seemed like they had perfected it, but then everybody's done it internationally for so long now. It's just the 2-on-1. So duck under by Vega, working, trying to collect the far leg. Doesn't have it yet.
This is his position.
There's 3 by Vega.
Nice attack there by Vega. Throwing that right boot in, starting to get to work on top.
So 3-0 Vega. Throws the leg in and, as you said, going to work. And again, Van Hoecke he's a redshirt junior. Don't see a whole lot of Florida wrestlers in Division I, although there's some good programs in Florida. Just they don't have a lot of college programs in Division I anymore, like Tampa used to be one and some others. But They do produce some good high school wrestlers.
Nice job by Vega there.
Posted in.
Taking that post off, breaking him all the way down.
That little chicken wing going down a half Nelson.
This is where he's going to try to get long and either roll through. He's got to try to keep that wing flat, though, on that left-hand side. Trying to see the official looked at. Coach Eric New stood up and pointed at that as well.
Breaks him back down to the middle. Gets rid of the chicken wing in half. Now a crossface by Vega. Trying a little bit of everything.
Yeah, staying active.
Very active.
Staying active on top. That kind of keeps the ref off of you, right? You're not obviously stalling. You're working for turns, so you're staying busy.
I think the man on bottom, if we talk to him about staying busy, trying to work for position. He does grab Vega's left leg, left ankle. Now he's coming forward a little bit, is Van Hoecke. But time runs out, still just 3-0, but 1:41 riding time.
Here's that first takedown by Vega. Kind of got in the waterfall position, got those legs, didn't need to lock both of his hands. But right here, Van Hoecke's kind of understanding where I'm at, man. Bottom leg crate, that you see that left hand go through there, and then he starts getting that head, chest up. So he doesn't get cradled in that position.
Blood timeout? Or I don't see blood. I'm not sure what's going on.
I think it's on Vega somewhere. Just can't tell where. Hand, shoulder. Something's on his shoulder, yeah.
Right shoulder?
Yeah, something on his shoulder.
Trainer looking at it. I can't tell if he's working on the actual shoulder or if there's some blood.
Just looks like a little blood or a cut or something like that.
Well, it must be blood because they haven't signaled injury timeout and started running the minute-and-a-half injury time. So here we go. Vega's choice to start the second chooses bottom.
Vega in the down position.
Hoecke leans into him, arms around the waist. Vega sitting there trying to peel free that waist hand. He's got a lot of leverage. He's a long, lanky 41-pounder. Still trying to clear the hands. Hasn't done it so far, but stands and now spins out with no problem. 4-0 after the escape.
Good patience there by Vega.
Right back in. What a duck under. Reaches again. He's just pretty much nonstop. He's got a great pace about him. Van Hoecke handled that well.
There's elbow control over there on that right side.
And Hoecke goes in for a shot, but they're off. Good to see him firing.
Yeah,
he's not
got some attacks going in there.
That's what his coach wanted. David Taylor knows his team is a big favorite, but he says, yeah, he worried a little bit about a letdown after the big match, with Iowa State, but he says he talked to the guys and said, hey, this is another match. You got to be ready. Van Hoecke in on the shot.
Vega just does such a good job here of making himself long and probably even heavy in that position just because of his leverage and his height. There we go again.
Coming out of the offensive move on defense is Vega and scores.
One of those positions right there where Hoecke's just like, you know what, I need to bail out. Oh, going assassin.
Yeah, almost.
He's got an count. Oh, he got 2 count. He got 2 count.
So that makes it 9-0. The takedown and 2-point near fall. The guy's got a lot of stuff going, doesn't he?
He does.
Especially for a true freshman.
But he's looking to score. There it is right there. Off of that elbow control.
Good job by Van Hoecke blocking it. Looked like he was going to be in some trouble. Oh, Van Hoecke tries a little roll through, but Vega counters that. Gets the takedown, 12-0. And just before the second period ends.
Van Hoecke went for it, though.
He did. He did,
right? Here's the near fall, kind of in an assassin position. Once he locks it right there. If he probably could have got that knee in, blocked it a little bit better, but regardless, he still got 2 swipes out of it.
So 12-0 as we go to the third. Let's see if Vega puts on a spiral right. I thought he might let him up, but nope. Says if I can get a good turn here, this one will be over, even if I don't get the pin. 3-point near fall would end it. And working on it.
throws that boot back in.
We have not seen the cradle yet, but a little bit of everything else.
Yeah, Van Hoecke's expecting that cradle. Like I said, he's bailed out a couple of times as well. Here we go again.
Watch out here, though. Almost. Thought that head was a little bit too close to the knee, but by Van Hoecke, but not.
Oh, very good. Very good job by Vega there. Getting that Turk position. Van Hoecke was able to kind of limp that knee out of there, though.
So riding time's over 2.5 minutes now. Score on the board is I missed the escape. I not
that wing in there now.
12-1 is the score on the board. I said 12-0, I believe.
Man, he stayed consistent on that.
And if it's 4, it's going to end one way or the other. It's going to be a 16-1 tech fall or possibly a pin. One or the other.
Vega stayed extremely patient on that.
Still letting it go because he still has a hold,
Yeah.
but he's going to have to give it up here in a minute. And if so, that'll be it. Oh, still working for the fall is Vega right on the far edge of the mat. He's got 1 foot in. Now they're off.
Out. That's what Briscoe just told him.
So that should be it. 16-1, the tech fall, the 3rd straight tech fall in this one. And that'll be in 5 minutes, or rather 4 minutes and 40 seconds. For Sergio Vega, he goes to 13-0. Cowboys up the lead to 15-0. So we're going to come back. So the score is 15-0 on 3 straight technical falls by Oklahoma State. But Little Rock, a great chance here to break through as they have Brock Herman coming out at 149 pounds. And Herman is ranked 23rd in the nation. He's a junior. He's 8-3 from Medina, Ohio. And he's going against Bo Hickman for the Cowboys, a freshman, 7-3 from Tuttle, Oklahoma. He's a backup as Casey Swiderski is not wrestling tonight. So the favorite here, obviously, is Brock Herman.
Hickman's a true freshman from Tuttle, Oklahoma. 4-time state champion, Fargo All-American, Super 32 All-American. Herman's a state champ out of Ohio, was a state champ in 2023. Actually was at Ohio State. This is his first year at the University of Little Rock.
Coach Eric Arisman said he's really starting to develop and find his way, getting, I don't know, more solid than what he does. There's a good shot by Herman right there. Has Hickman scrambling. Herman almost has the 3, and
really
now he
shot.
does. Good shot. Good takedown.
Nice shot there by Herman. I think Hickman was kind of locked in the crotch backwards or looked the wrong way a little bit.
3 points.
But nice shot by Herman to get that first 3 points on the board. He committed to it. Got it done.
Good job. First takedown for the Trojans tonight, so they welcome that.
Hickman takes the defensive position.
Looked like he was reaching for a cradle there.
There he was. Hickman did a good job.
And Hickman spins away, so 3-1 on the board. Herman in the lead. If you've been around watching wrestling for a while, you know Little Rock used to go by UALR, University of Arkansas at Little Rock. But here recent last few years, they shortened it. They just want to be called Little Rock. Another good shot in there by Herman.
That's Herman's position, man. He stays down there on that knee. There we go. Hickman, look there. He passed that one.
Coming out the backside of Herman. Or Hickman. And he's in a good position now. No points.
Good battle there. Nice sequence, fellas.
Good shot by Herman. Good defense by Hickman.
Herman needs to tighten his headgear just a little bit. It's pretty loose.
Keeps trying to squirm loose on him.
Oh, he's got a little headgear adjustment problem over there right now. There's that first takedown here by Herman. Stays down on that knee pretty low. Bop. Right in there on Hickman. Got those hips up, waterfall. Ends up scoring there. That first position, Hickman wasn't able to pass it. In that position, he was able to pass it, kind of made it a 50-50 deal. And then obviously Herman's headgear came off, but I think there might be a little bit of blood over there too. Yeah, they're cleaning that headgear up. No, I think his nose is bleeding over there.
So blood time after if you watch mostly college wrestling, if you get bleeding in college, there's a 5-minute limit, and if you couldn't ever get it stopped and resume action, the match is over. There is no time limit for blood time out in college. I guess you could bleed out, and then the match would be over then.
Yeah, you know, these trainers do such a good job
They
and
do.
everything like that, man, to get it wrapped up, and especially obviously it's still early in the first period, but if this happens in the latter part of the third or at the beginning of the third where somebody's really huffing and puffing, man, you see these coaches talking about hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Okay, here we go. 1:28 left in the first. 3-1 Herman.
So Herman's attacked Hickman's right leg twice from this position.
Gotten in easily.
He's gotten in both times.
First time score, second time the battle ended up with nothing.
So you see Hickman's going to have to get Herman up off of that knee. Knees, whatever the case may be, because he's got to match his level here. Doesn't mean he has to get on a knee, but if he can go a 4-point stance if he needs to, whatever the case may be, maybe try to put hands on him a little bit, get some lateral movement in there, going one way or another, trying to snap him down.
45 seconds left in the first. Still 3-1. Herman the lead. He's being a little more cagey now. He was very aggressive first minute and a half or so. Hickman says, I got to protect that right leg.
Yep.
He's got to it twice.
He's got to keep that hand down. Doing a better job of keeping his right hand down. He said Herman stung him early.
20 seconds. Short time takedown will be big for either man. Ten seconds. And we go to the second period, 3-1. Herman the lead. He'll have choice.
I'm still amazed how loose that headgear is on Herman, man. Whether it's the straps up top or the chin strap
hanging down below the chin. So Herman chooses bottom. Here we go. Hickman on top, spiral ride on the left side. Herman, both hands on the mat.
He's got to look
trying to get up.
Yeah, Hickman's doing a better move that body a little bit, get him off his base. Now Herman's not making a real valiant effort to try to get to his feet just yet, staying in that quad pod position.
Hickman looks over to the Cowboy bench for some instruction.
Commit to this ride, man. Take some of that sting out of this fella. That's probably what he's thinking right now. Because Herman's not making a real effort. There's a stall call right there.
Not trying real hard to get up.
Nope, he's not making that effort to try to get to his feet. He's got wide base, wide knees, wide hands, but you got to start moving to get up because Hickman's rolling up on 39 seconds of ride time right now.
And Hickman hasn't been riding the legs or anything. Mostly a tight waist, spiral ride, not hanging back on the legs. Not overly aggressive, but not sitting back in the same position.
Yeah, well, in that position, right, if the bottom man's not doing anything, right, I don't want to put myself in danger.
105 left in the period.
True freshman, first time wrestling in IBA. Herman got him a restart.
Good mat return by Hickman. Almost off the far edge, and they are off with 52 seconds left in the period. Good ride so far by Hickman.
Yep, strategic there by Hickman.
And 52 seconds riding time advantage.
Herman got to his feet. Hickman pushed him a little bit, got to the edge, didn't push him all the way off, got to the edge, lift and return.
So we restart, 52 seconds left. Hickman trying to get that minute advantage. Little elevator there tried by Herman. That's not there. Just hasn't been very active underneath.
Yep. You know, he had that little spurt after they went out of bounds the first time, but
Made a move then, did Herman, but Hickman put him back to the mat. 30 seconds left in the period. Riding time's up to 1:15 now. Now Herman's getting a little more active underneath. A little half thrown in on the right side by Hickman. Tight waist left side. Herman trying to get his legs moving and bounce up out of there. 10 seconds left.
Really good ride so far for Hickman.
Be very big for Hickman if he can ride out. 5 seconds. Roll by Herman block, and that'll end the period. Still 3-1.
3-1, minute 44 of ride time for Hickman.
Hickman's choice. Of course, he can get away, make it a 1-point match.
And if he gets away in 44 seconds or less, she'll be tied up, actually.
And of course, assume Herman will try to ride at least to get that riding time under a minute.
That's got to be his goal right here.
Tight waist, left side. Hickman to his feet, and Herman releases it. Doesn't try very hard to hold it like we thought he might.
Yep. So in reality, we are tied at 3-3. It says 3-2 on the board right now, but obviously the match is not over with. Now Herman's controlled everything on his feet so far.
And maybe that's why he let him go.
There it is. Nice high crotch. Right, good big lift. Got those hands locked. That was big.
And there's 3.
Yep. That was really nice by Herman.
Right back in and scores after giving up that long ride. That makes it 6-2 on the board. He can get the riding time down maybe under a minute.
Almost played possum a little bit, I think. Kind of caught Hickman coming in. Wasn't able to match his level, hit that high crotch. Got him up in the air so there's no scrambling.
Hickman trying to get up, trying to clear the hands off a bit, and he's out of there. So 6-3, 6-4 counting the riding time. It's at 1:08.
Oh! Nope.
And
oh, got him. So now 6-5 is the score.
Herman.
So that should be.
No, that's just the second one.
That's the second one. That's a. But I'm saying
it's a point, but they didn't put it up
now.
Yet.
They haven't.
Now they have. Yeah. So 6-4 on the board plus 1:08 riding time. Right now, it's a 1-point match. Herman the lead, and I didn't see why we stopped.
Blood. I think Herman's nose. So now you're going back here, 59 seconds left. What's the game plan? Obviously, Hickman's got to find a way to match Herman's level, not walk into that shot. We know Herman's going to get down on a knee and or not both knees and kind of time that, because that's how he scored his 2 takedowns.
Of course, a lot of times the guy goes to one knee, and it's basically a non-offensive position. Some are good from that position, but
Herman is good from that position.
Yeah, he can't fool around too long, though, because he could get hit again if he doesn't do anything from down on the knee, so he knows that. And maybe he can lure Hickman into a bad shot and get another takedown. Put the match away. Here we go. Herman back to the one leg. Hickman moving side to side. There's a shot by Herman, but not there. Good for him, though. Almost an ankle hit. Hickman tries to get in. Herman faces into him. 37 seconds left. Good job by Herman, because Hickman almost has that leg.
He's close. But nice job by Herman in that position, understanding where he's at. Now he's just bleeding clock a little bit right here.
Sure, 23 seconds left. Hickman needs to get off the mat or do something else.
Herman's going to stay right in his face.
16 seconds.
Yep.
Hickman tries again. Herman counters, and that is buying time, if nothing else. That's going to probably eat the clock up.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it. 6-5 the final for Herman. Riding time is 1:08 to make it 6-5 the final score. Good job by both wrestlers. Herman puts Little Rock on the board. 15-3 the count after 4 weights.
Last takedown here by Herman, man, on that knee. Able to lock those hands, get a big mat return for that last one.